Good morning students. The last class we started the topic sets. So we defined what is meant by set. Next how to represent the set. So representation of sets is two types. One is roster form, another one is a set builder form. How to write roster form, how to write set builder form we completed. Now we will go through kinds of sets. The last class we described one kind of set. What is that? Types of sets or kinds of set? Empty set is completed. So empty set other name is void set or null set. Next, now we will go through the finite sets, infinite sets. Before going to that, we have one more definition which is called singleton set. What is meant by singleton set? A set contain one and only one element, singular. What does it mean? One element. A set contain one and only one element. Such sets are called as a singleton set. What is an example of singleton set? Neither prime nor composite number. You know very well, the numbers are divided into two types, prime numbers, composite numbers. What are prime numbers? A number which has exactly two factors. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7. These are all exactly two factors. 1 and itself, 1 and itself, 1 and itself, 1 and itself. These are all called as prime numbers. Correct, students? So, the numbers which has exactly two factors. Exactly two factors. Those are called prime numbers. We have one more set which is called composite numbers. Composite numbers. What is meant by composite numbers? The number which has at least three factors. At least three factors. You have to remember it. At least three factors. What does it mean? Minimum three factors. At least means minimum three. It has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more than 3. Minimum 3 should be there. Those are all called composite numbers. For example, I am taking 4. 4 is having 1, 2, 4. I am taking 6. 6, 1 is a factor of 6. 2, 3, 6. So you have minimum 3 factors. Minimum 3 factors. That means 3 factors must need, more than 3 also, no problem in that. Those are all called as composite numbers. Now, in the number system, we have one more number, that is 1. 1, O-N-E, 1. This is only one factor, that is 1. It is neither 2 factors nor at least 3 factors. That's why we will call as this is a neither prime nor composite. Neither prime nor composite. So you should remember, the students, a number which is neither prime nor composite is 1. So this is a set of neither prime nor composite number is 1. So this set is contain one and only one element. That's why it is called singleton set. It is an example for singleton set. I will give one more example. What is that? Even prime number. You know very well. What are even numbers, students? Even number, it means divided by 2, getting 0 remainder. For example, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are all even numbers. Correct, students? These are all even numbers. Prime number means, just now I told, exactly 2 factors. 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. We need even prime. That means both should satisfied. It has a even number as well as a prime number. Even and prime we have only one. What is that number, students? 2. That's why what is even prime means always it is 2. So this set is also containing one and only one element. Such kind of sets are called as singleton set. Students, understood what is meant by singleton set? A set contain one and only one element. Such sets are called as singleton set. Best example, set of neither prime nor composite numbers, only one, set of 1. Set of even prime, only 2. Correct or not, students? I told empty set one example. Set of even prime other than 2. Set of even prime, only one, that is 2. I am asking set of even prime other than 2, except 2. 2 ni bitti nodabekri, 2 ni bitti no other element to satisfy even and prime. Correct or not? For that you are going to write this is. What does it mean? Empty set. A set within it, no elements in it. A set does not contain any element is called as null set or empty set or void set, which is denoted as either this or this symbol. Correct, students? Understood? Right. Now we have to go through the other types, which is finite set and infinite set. See here, students. Finite, students. Now next one is finite set and infinite set. What is a finite set and what is a infinite set? You know very well, the set may contain a definite number of elements is called finite. Indefinite number, that means uncountable, we cannot count it. For example, natural numbers less than 10, you can count it. Natural numbers less than 100, you can count it. Natural numbers less than 1000, you can count it. Natural numbers, you cannot count it. So, less than 10, less than 100, less than 1000, if they will give, these are all finite set. Why? Because a set contain definite number of elements. If suppose I am asking set of natural numbers, how many are there? We don't know that. That's why this is called infinite set. Set of odd numbers, infinite set. Set of even numbers, infinite set. Set of integers, infinite set. Set of real numbers, infinite set. Set of rational numbers, infinite set. Set of irrational numbers, infinite set. Set of imaginary numbers, infinite set. Set of complex numbers, infinite set. So that is the main difference between finite and infinite. Finite means that set contain definite number of elements. Definite number, what does it mean? Countable. So the elements which are present in the set is countable. We can count it. We can say that whether it is a 10 or 100 or 1000 or 1 lakh or 1 crore. Like we will count it. Indefinite means we cannot count. We cannot count. That's why infinite number of elements. These are finite number of elements. What is other name for finite? Definite number of elements. What is other name for infinite? Indefinite number of elements. So you can define like what is a finite set means a set contains, a set is empty set or definite number of elements are called as finite set. Empty set is also finite. Why? Because 0 elements in that. So we can say that how many elements are there? 0 elements, 1 element, 2 element, 10 elements, 100 elements, 15 elements, 20 elements, 25 elements, 1000 elements, like we can say the definite number. That's why it is a set which is empty set or definite number of elements are called as finite set. A set is a empty set or indefinite number of elements, that is called infinite set. Right, students. Finite set, I will write the definition here. A set which is empty or a definite number of elements are called finite set. For example, set of natural numbers less than 10, less than 100 otherwise. So we can write set of natural numbers less than 100. We will write as 100 is not included. So you have to write up to 99. Correct, students? Set of natural numbers less than 100. Natural number starts with 1, ends with 99. So how many elements are there here? 99. It is a definite number. Set of vowels, you know very well, that is 5. A, E, I, O, U. Correct or not, students? Set of alphabets, English alphabets, we have 26. They are countable. Correct or not? Set of multiples of 600. Those are infinite. 6 ones are, 6 twos are, 6 threes are, 6 fours are, like it goes on. That is indefinite number. It is a definite number. So if a set contain a definite number of elements or empty set, also called as a finite set. Finite set. Clear, students? Next one is a infinite set. What is meant by infinite set? A set contain indefinite number of elements such sets are called infinite sets. For example, set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. Set of whole numbers 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 and so on. Sorry, this is set of integers. Set of whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we don't know how many elements are there. We know the starting element, only that 1. Here starting elements also we don't know. Why? Because we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on, minus infinite, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 and so on, plus infinite. 0 is middle. Here starting element is 0. So ending elements we don't know. So infinite number of elements. We don't have the definite number. That's why it is called infinite set. So you have to remember one important point. What is that? Infinite sets, all infinite sets, we cannot represent in set format. Why? Because these are possible. Can you write set of real numbers? You learnt in the lower classes what are set of irrational numbers. Set of irrational number means you will write like this: x such that x is equal to p by q, where q is not equal to 0, p, q are co-primes. Like that you will write. Why? Because they will not follow certain rule. The numbers will not follow certain rule. If you take 1 by 2, next element we cannot say that which element will come. What is before element, you don't know that. What is the starting element, you know that. You don't know that. That's why some infinite sets, like set of irrational number, set of real numbers, set of rational numbers, set of imaginary numbers, set of complex numbers, these are all it cannot follow the certain rule. The numbers cannot follow the certain rule. Such kind of numbers we cannot represent in the floor bracket. Sir, how to represent such kind of numbers? We will use just closed intervals. Closed intervals or semi-closed intervals or semi-open intervals or open intervals. That we will discuss into later classes. For example, just one example I will explain. Suppose if they will ask set of real numbers. Set of real numbers. Real numbers means nothing but each point on the real number line. Number line you know very well. This is a number line. This is also called as a real number line. How many points are there in that line? Infinite points. Suppose we will divided, the middle one is 0 and will goes on positive values like this. It has how many values? Plus infinite. Like if you go the left side, it will get as -1, -2, -3 and so on minus infinite. So each point in this number line you want to represent in this flower bracket is not possible. That's why we will use as intervals. What does it, students? Intervals. What is meant by intervals? You have to use either open bracket or closed bracket or semi-closed brackets. That means one side is open, one side is closed. Like this also possible. For example, here minus infinity to plus infinity. So you will write as minus infinity comma infinity within the open brackets. Like this we will represent in the infinite number of elements in the set. Remember students, finite sets we can represent in the sets, infinite sets all we cannot represent. Like natural numbers we can represent, whole numbers we can represent, integers we can represent, odd numbers we can represent, even numbers we can represent, prime numbers we can represent, but some series, that means some number systems, we cannot represent in the flower brackets. Why? Because the numbers should not follow the definite rule. That means what is first number, what is last number we don't know. What is middle numbers? If you know the first number, beginning number, we can start with that number. We know in natural numbers first number is 1. So we will start with 1. Here we will start with 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 and so on. Here 0. Like if rational number, what is the starting number? We cannot say that. Real number, what is starting number? We cannot say that. Irrational number, we cannot say that. Such numbers we cannot represent in the set bracket. That's why all infinite sets we cannot represent in flower brackets. That means in a roster form. Such kind of numbers we have to use by using interval system. What are intervals? Closed intervals, open intervals, semi-closed intervals. That we will discuss in this topic only a little bit 2-3 classes later. Clear students? Understood? Right. So this is a finite set and infinite set definitions and the difference between those two, and how to represent the finite set and how to represent the infinite sets. All infinite sets we cannot represent into the set bracket. Why? Because they cannot follow the particular rule. They cannot means that number will not follow the definite rule. That's why it is not possible to represent all infinite sets into the set bracket. Thank you. Students, next one is equal sets. We have two types, equal sets and equivalent sets. What are equal sets? Very simple students. If two sets, let A and B are equal, they have followed two rules. First one, same elements, corresponding elements must be same. Second one, cardinal number same. What is meant by cardinal number? For example, set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 is given. Set B is equal to A, B, C, D is given. So, number of elements present in this set. Elements means you know very well, the objects present inside the set. These are called elements. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, n of A equal to 4. What does it mean? Number of elements in that particular set is 4. This is called cardinal number. What is cardinal number? Number of elements in the particular set is called as cardinal number. Here we have 4 elements, so n of A is equal to 4. See, the set B is also having 4 elements, A, B, C, D. But you remember, this cardinal number and this cardinal number is same, but the elements are different. These are numbers, these are alphabets. If numbers also exactly same, here 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, I am taking one more set. See students, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Carefully how to observe. 1 is repeated 2 times. Beginning I told, while writing sets, you have to remember 2 things in your mind. Repetition not allowed. One element is repeated 1 time, we cannot repeat once again. That's why here 1 is repeated 2 times, you have to remove it. Second one is order is immaterial, whether you are starting with 1 or starting with 4 or starting with 3 or starting with 3, 2, it is immaterial. You have to see that here also 1, 2, 3, 4, here also 1, 2, 3, 4 only, but order is immaterial, repetition is not allowed. Now you can see that number of elements in C set is also 4 only. Cardinal number both are same and elements also same. Correct or not? Now in this case, if 2 sets are same cardinal number and elements are equal, same elements are there in the both sets, now we can say that set A is equal to set C. While seeing in these two, set A is not equal to set B. So these are equal sets, but these are equivalent sets. Equivalent sets we will denote it as like this. Or some textbooks they will denote like this. Equivalent means they have same cardinal number. Cardinal number is same, 4 elements, 4 elements, but elements are different. If cardinal number is the same, such kind of sets are called as equivalent. Equivalent sets we have to denote like this. Set A is equivalent to set B, or set A is equivalent to set B. So this double arrowhead is represents as equivalent. Equal symbol represents as equal sets. Equal sets. I think you understood, students. Equal sets means if 2 sets A and B are said to be equal, the elements which are present in A is the same as in set B. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, there also 1, 2, 3, 4. Then A and B are said to be equal. One more definition you can write. If 2 sets are said to be equal, if they have corresponding elements are same and cardinal number is the same. Cardinal number means I told number of elements in the particular set. Clear, students? So equal sets means if 2 sets are said to be equal, if and only if their corresponding position elements are equal and cardinal number is the same, then we can say that those 2 sets are equal, otherwise they are not equal. What is equivalent? If 2 sets are equivalent, if and only if they have the same cardinal number. You can see here set A and set B. Cardinal number means n of A is equal to n of B. We cannot say A is equal to B because elements are different. These are numbers, these are alphabets. In this case, A set, B set not equal, but A and B are equivalent sets. But A and C you can observe it. Cardinal number also same and the elements also same. We can say that these two are equivalent, equal sets. Why? Because elements same, cardinal number is same. Such kind of sets we will denote it as like A is equal to C. These are called equal sets. So equal sets, equivalent sets, you should remember the students. You don't confuse in that. So that is also one more type of the sets. So based on this information, we have 2 exercises. What are the total information we completed? Set definition, next representation of set, how to represent sets 2 types, roster form, set builder form. Then what is roster form, what is set builder form. After that, What we told? Types of sets. What are the types of sets? Empty set, singleton set, finite set, infinite set, equal sets, equivalent sets. Until this, we have to complete 2 exercises, which is called 1.1 and 1.2. After that, we will go the more introduction, which are called subsets, proper subsets, power sets, sets operation. Sets operation means union, intersection, difference, that are all we will go later. So based on this information, we have to complete 2 exercises are there, very easy and simple exercises. Right students, based on the information concept, now we will start the exercise 1.1. So what is exercise 1.1? Very simple. They are given few questions. We have to decide whether they are sets or not by based on the information. If they are not sets, you have to give the reason or justification of that answer. See, the first question is given. Here given, which of the following are sets? Justify your answer. First one, the collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J. Once again repeat the question. The collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J. You know very well, the collection of months in a year, we have 12 months. Apart 12 months, you have to take beginning with the J letter. First month January. Next, what is starting with J? July, June, July. In any other? No. So they are the 3 months which are starting with J in a year. Correct or not, students? These are well defined. Set means a well defined collection of objects. It is a well defined. I told what are the terms is present in the set, it is not well defined. Famous, greatest and richest, poorest, dangerous. These are all, if those terms are containing in the given statements, they are not well defined. So such kind of statements are not here. So it is a set. Correct or not? So the collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J is well defined. You have to take all months in a year. There is a condition starting with J. So you can write here, yes, this is a set. You have to write that what are the containing? January, June and July. So this is the first question answer, students. Now come to the second one. The collection of 10 most talented writers of India. You have to read once again, students. The collection of 10 most talented writers of India. Talented, this is a not well defined word. On what basis he is talented? We cannot say that talent, now that's why I told famous, greatest batsmen, talented writers, richest persons, poorest persons, he is an intelligent, like that we cannot justify. Such kind of words are not well defined. If those words are present in the sentence, they are not sets. Clear, students? A set is a well defined collection of objects. It is not well defined. Why? Because the word talented is not well defined. That's why it is not a set. Clear, students? You have to write not a set, since the word talented is not well defined. Right, students? I think you understood. Come to the third question. A team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. Once again, a team of 11 best cricket batsmen. What is best here? On which based best? is fastest of centuries or fastest centuries, are giving more sixers or more fours, are making more hundreds or more fifties. On what basis they are describing they are best? That's why it is not well defined. We don't know on which basis they treated as best. If I will say one person is a best, without my knowledge there exists one more person. That's why that type of words are not well defined. So this is not a set. Clear, students? Right. So not a set. Since the word best is not well defined. Clear, students? So like this you have to solve the questions in that exercise. Very easiest questions only, we have nearly 10 questions. If it is a set, yes, it is a set. If it is not a set, it is not a set. Why it is not? You have to give the reason. Clear, students? Right. Now we'll continue remaining problems. Right, students? Next, the fourth question is given here. The collection of all boys in your class. The collection of all boys in your class. Yes, it is well defined. They are asking collection of boys and in your class. So it is possible. It is well defined only. There is no not well defined word here. There is no undefined word. Correct or not? So it is a well defined word. That's why it is a set. So you have to write yes, it is a set. Yes, it is a set. Now come to the fifth question. The collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Yes, it is well defined. Natural numbers, since you know that the numbers which are used for counting, and also they are asking less than 100. Less than 100, we have 99 natural number starting with 1, ending with 99. It is well defined. Correct or not, student? That's why it is also set. Yes, it is set. Next, come to the sixth question. A collection of novels written by the writer Munshi Premchand. Yes, a particular writer name is given. We know that his novels, how many is written, that novels we can write it. A collection of novels written by the writer Munshi Premchand. Yes, they are giving a particular writer. In that they are asking how many collections are there, how many number of books are available. It is well defined. Correct, students? That's why if suppose Munshi Premchand is a famous writer, we cannot say that whether it is a famous or than him any other famous writer is exist. That's why it is not well defined. You cannot say that he is a famous writer or he is a good writer. Like that we can, he is a talented writer. Such kind of words are usually, it is not well defined. So just they are asking what are the novels present, Munshi Premchand novels. So that will be considered as a one set. Yes, it is well defined. That's why it is a set. So yes, it is a set. Next one, students, the collection of all even integers. Yes, even integers, we can collect it. How many even integers are there? Infinite. That's why it is a set, but it is infinite set, not a finite set. If the numbers are infinite also, we will call set only. That's why I told the definition finite set and infinite set. So it is also well defined. Why? Because they told even integers. Integers among that even integers. Maybe plus 2 or minus 2, plus 4, minus 4, plus 6, minus 6. You know, even numbers means it is exactly divisible by 2. That means remainder getting 0. Correct, students? So that's why even integers, all even integers, yes, exist, but it cannot be finite. It is indefinite number, no problem. If it is indefinite number also, it is a set, but we will name it as it is a infinite set. Yes, it is a set. Yes, it is set. Right, students? Like we have 3 more problems are there. You can try and you can answer it. Now I will go through the one more exercise, exercise 1.2.